I'm not asking permission. I'm not asking nobody permission.
Nigga,
This is what I'm on, bro. Like, everybody keep trying to convince you of the other way, and ain't nobody did it. How you trying to convince a nigga doing it, some shit that ain't nobody did that, oh no, if you do it this, man, get out the way. Push me across the goal line and get out the way.
If you let them feed you, you give them permission to starve you, man.
That's a good one.
If you let them feed you.
Straight up.
You wrote that in that big fast Bible? That's what you wrote in there?
You let them feed you, you give them permission to starve you, man. And you don't give nobody permission to starve you. You don't give nobody permission to take food out your family mouth. You know, and every day you're not building wealth, you giving them the permission to starve you. Every day you're not learning some shit that's gonna change your life, you giving them permission to starve you. Every day you get up and you see this ain't the life you want, you giving them permission to starve you because you ain't working toward changing that shit. And I mean you accepting that shit. If you accepting that shit, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. So if you allow them to feed you, giving them permission to starve you, man. Word from the trapper.
You gotta stay in the cold. You gotta stay ready. It's gonna be freezing, nigga. It's gonna be freezing. And just know when it's freezing, you doing something. And when you doing something, it count. When you ain't doing shit, it don't count. And you don't wanna wake up one day and everybody look at you and you ain't never did shit that counted. You ain't never did nothing that mattered. Your mama deserve better. Your brothers, nigga. The real niggas that love you. Keep standing in the cold, nigga, and it's gonna count.
Living every day. Just keep living. That shit gonna come to you like, you ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit gonna come to you like you either run from real life or you stand there and eat that shit up, fight that shit, run that shit over and keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Let your hustle and your actions speak for you. This is the only way you really could prove who the real hustlers are. Not who make the biggest hit record of the summer, not who got the biggest buzz, and not who got the best stylist. We're gonna look back a decade from now and see who got the most money, who made the most moves, who made the most millionaires, who put the most people in power, who really getting paper. That's what we're gonna see. And you can't talk your way into that. And I understood that.
Man, shoot 10,000 shots every single day. You know, I think if you want to be great, you have to do everything that the greats have done and some, because times has also changed. So like, if you want to be as great as Jordan now, the players are even bigger and even stronger. So everything Jordan did, you need to do that times 10. You know, and if you're not willing to do that kind of work, if you're not willing to do something 10,000 times before you even see any progress or profit from it, you should walk away. Cause like that's like, it's gonna push you. And if you're not willing to do that, you're gonna break every time and you just gonna be miserable on the journey, because that's really what it takes. I think everything else falls in line. If you're willing to do that, nothing else will stop you. You know, you only lose when you quit. That's the only time you fail, is when you quit, when you walk away. As long as you keep hammering at it, you win. So it's really just shooting those 10,000 shots. Whoever is your favorite or you think is the greatest, go do exactly what they do and then turn up on them. Do even more.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. It only, for you to be considered great, it only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug, bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you, all you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind, you cut off, and guess what? They gonna, oh, he a born winner, he did. Yeah, you the same one. Yeah, all you gotta do is hit it once. So you can't give up on that one thing. You gotta have one thing you don't quit on. You better have one thing you'll never quit on, bro. You gotta have one thing that you gonna motherfucking fight for.
Gonna be uncomfortable. That mean you doing something new. That mean you got a chance to grow. Embrace that. You're not gonna be the best at it when you start, but you're gonna be the best at it when you finish, and that's what counts.
It's so tough out there for the young man right now, but the first mistake that they make is you want to go chase a bag instead of chase the game. Chase the game. The game got the bag. Don't chase the bag. The bag ain't got the game. Chase the game, because that's going to sustain you for a moment. This right here is gonna maintain you forever. And they chasing the wrong thing. I'd rather chase a place that's gonna give me the game, that's gonna teach me how to be a man, that's gonna teach me about this money, that's gonna hold me accountable and make sure I'm disciplined. Not just the bag, because see, that's gonna run out.